HDTV.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy HDTV coming back to you with another video. So just the other day, I went with the Brody and shit. We watched Nosferatu, that fucking vampire movie and shit, right? Directed by Robert Eggers. No, Eggers my guy, that's my boy and shit. I fuck with a lot of his movies and shit. The Lighthouse, that shit was weird as fuck, but I fuck with it. And The Northman, fuck with that one too. I think there was one more, gang. I think there was one more movie bro made that I fuck with, but I don't remember now. Now we got Nosferatu and shit, right? We pulling up, we trying to watch Nosferatu and shit. Trippy ass movie, gang. This shit was weird, but that's what I like about the guy. He makes weird, trippy movies and everything. I feel like all of Robert Eggers' movies leave you with like this weird feeling of like, what the fuck just happened? At the end of the day, I feel like that's one of the go-to feelings I want when I come out of a movie. Something that leaves you thinking, something that leaves you kind of perplexed. Word of the day, perplexed, gang. This movie ended and I was perplexed out of my mind, gang. I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? Got like an old-timey ass movie, right? This like in the 1800s or some shit, right? Movie kind of starts out with homegirl getting straight sexually assaulted, bro, by our boy Nosferatu, bro, on some demonic straight sexual assault case, bro. That shit was like, what the fuck going on, bro? It was weird right out the gate. Then we cut back to regular times and shit. She chilling and she with her hubby and shit, right? I think it's our boy Nicholas Hoult. He kind of playing like a little simpy little guy, right? Like, but he's trying to get his checkup, right? He's trying to do good for homegirl and everything. And so he's trying to get this big account. Right out the gate, his boss was kind of fishy, bro. Like, his boss was trying to tell him like, yo, go out to this count, right? Clear the account, blah, 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 blah. And you're gonna be making bank. But the way that his boss was kind of pushing the account on the guy, it's kind of like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, yo, chill with it. You know what I mean? So right then, I was like, I'm suspicious about Brody, right? Moving along with the story, he's about to go get this account. Shorty like, nah, don't go. I want you here. I'm getting a bad feeling and shit, right? But he's like, nah. Stay with the family, friends and shit. You're gonna be good. Bro goes out to go meet the count in this little castle and shit. All signs are pointing to like, this a bad idea, gang. You about to get fucked up. He's like, fuck it, I gotta go secure the bag. Boom, he goes to the castle. Trippy shit going on. He meets the count. He's suspicious as fuck already, right? Meeting him at midnight and shit. He's like, what the fuck? He gets all the paperwork signed. And our boy Nicholas Hoult, he like, I'm trying to dip. But then our boys, the count was like, nah, gang. You gotta stay here, gang. You're not leaving. You gotta get your health up and shit. You're not looking too good. Stay. It's like, what? Kind of fast forward a bit. Our boy Nicholas Hoult, he kind of goes. He's snooping around now. He goes to the coffin and shit. Opens the coffin. And our boy, the count's laying in that motherfucker. And boom, pandemonium, bro. Bro's running. He got the dogs after him and shit. Climbed out a window. Boom, he falls out the window. He's like in the river now and shit, right? Jump back to homegirl. She's chilling with the family, friends and everything. She's kind of going by the motions and everything. She's kind of tripping out herself. She's getting these weird like dreams, nightmares and shit, right? The family, friends, our boy Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was solid in Bullet Train, bro. That's my guy still. But he's like, yo, she kind of tripping out. She having these nightmares and shit, right? She tripping out at night. They got her tied up. They got the fucking local doctor pulling up. He's giving her straight meth or some shit, keeping her sleepy and shit, right? Straight opiates, all the fucking narcotics and everything from back in the day. You got the local fucking drug dealer and shit, giving her everything, pumping it into her fucking system and shit, right? It goes like that a few nights. The doctor gets the bright idea. He's like, yo, let me holler at one of my boys. He an OG in the game. He kind of a little bit on the witchcraft type shit. And then they're like, alright, fuck it, bring him in, right? Then he calls up our boy Willem Dafoe, gang. And I fuck with Willem Dafoe heavy, bro. That's one of my guys, our boy fucking back in the day, but he was Green Goblin and shit, right? So I've been fucking with our dog. So I low-key forgot he was in the film, right? So when he first came on screen, I was like, yo, it's our boy. So I was pumped, right? He starts doing some trippy shit with homegirl and everything, right? Trying to fix her and shit. He doing his little witchcraft on her. He's figuring shit out. He knows what's going on. He's kind of like, yo, this the spirit of Nosferatu and shit. Crazy pandemonium, crazy shit going on. He's trying to hold it down. He's trying to make everybody feel chill and shit. He's getting the plan in motion and shit, right? As all this kind of shit's going on, we got our boy, the Count, right? The fucking vampire boy. He pulling up. He trying to pull up, right? Because he's kind of talking to homegirl through her dreams and shit. So when she's tripping out at night, she's actually like spiritually fucking the Count vampire dog. Big dog vampire. They be fucking like on a spiritual plane and shit. What the fuck, right? Our boy Count vampire a freak. Homegirl a freak, bro. That's why he fucking with her. He's like, yo, she a super freak and shit. I need that in my life. So he's out here, he's trying to secure the shorty and everything. He's like, fuck your other homie, right? Fuck that. Put on some Drake shit, on some fucking Marvin's Room shit. That's what our boy the Count Vampire is on, right? As all that shit's going on, we got our boy Nicholas Hoult, right? He pulling up on a horse and shit. He coming back to Shorty. Like, he's like, shit, I gotta hold down my girl and everything. So he's on his way back. He's in the story now. Now everybody's kind of ganged up together. Now everybody feeding the information, right? So now with Nicholas Hoult back and shit, right? He's talking to Shorty Low. They're kind of chopping it up. Shorty Low kind of tripping out now. They having a big argument and everything. She's like, why you not right to me? Why you this? Why you that? She talking crazy, gang. She applying pressure on the boy. She's like, what the fuck? She kind of showing her crazy, gang. I'm like, what the fuck going on, right? And then out of nowhere, bro, she turned into a super freak, gang. She down on her knees and shit. She about to go to town on her boy, right? But then she look at him. She's like, you could never fuck me like he fucked me. I was like, yo, what? That's a crazy bar to drop on a guy mid-session and shit. Then boom, you already know what's gonna happen. Boy straight took her raw, gang. He's he piping her down. Crazy shit, bro. Like on some hardcore fucking shit. And she crazy, she freaking out. Whole movie turns into a super freak off, gang. I'm like, what the fuck? Where Diddy at? Diddy in the closet or something? He recording this shit. I was like, what the fuck going on? At that moment, I'm like, it makes sense, bro. I'm like, Shorty Box is so lit. Count Vampire, he crazy about the box. We got Nicholas Hoult, that motherfucker crazy about the box too. Cause I'm like, if you got common sense, bro, if she this crazy, gang, like her box gotta be crazier for you to want to stay with Shorty. Cause I'd be out of there, gang. I can't handle that shit. That's too much, gang. She tripping out. But the box gotta be crazy if they so locked down. Cause she got two motherfuckers simping over her, bro. The box crazy, and that's a different box, gang. That's a different box, gang. Count Vampire, he's talking to Shorty. He's like, it's me or what? Like, what's up? I'm here now, gang. Like, what's it gonna be? She's not fucking with him and shit. She's like, nah, I love Nicholas Hoult and shit. That's my guy. Then our Count Vampire, he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you 3 nights, figure your shit out, gang. And then first night, he kind of infected the family friend girl. So she was all fucked up after that. Second night, he straight sucked the blood out of the kids and shit of the family friends. Our boy Aaron Taylor Johnson's kids, bro. He got the kids, gang. Straight tossed them like it was nothing. He straight sucked the blood out of them, tossed them like it was nothing, gang. And then, so now the third night, they got the game plan ready, right? So Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, they kind of figured out, they're like, we gotta get an iron stake. We gotta go. He's gonna be sleeping in the coffin during the day. Stab him with the iron stake, lift the coffin, or stab him, kill him and shit. End the game. We good. So they go off to do that. Turns out they open the coffin and it was our buddy, the boss guy that sent them to the Count Vampire in the first place. He's been tripping out the whole movie, bro. That motherfucker fucking ate the head of a pigeon or some shit, gang. Like he was tripping out, gang. But he was like fully obsessed with the Dark Lord and shit, right? So he was on some other shit, right? They killed that guy and Nicholas Holt's like, yo, where he at? But Willem Dafoe was like, nah, bro, I had to distract you because Shorty Low gonna secure the bag for us. She gonna do the final shot, final blow, final kill on the boy. And Nicholas was like, yeah, no, what the fuck? And he starts running back, right? We cut back to Shorty. Now she in her like wedding gown. Count Vampire pulls up. He like, alright, let's do it. She kind of giving in. They like making out. Now they fucking on a bed and shit, right? He probably hitting it all night. And then he's sucking the blood out of her and everything. Then you see the sun start coming up, bro. Brody kind of looks at the sun. He's kind of like paralyzed a little bit. Shorty grabs his face, puts it to the sun, and Buddy straight gets cooked, literally. And they both dead in the bed. And the movie ended. Wild ass fucking movie, gang. I fuck with it though. Like that shit was dope as fuck, bro. I fuck with it. I feel like moral to the story and everything, bro. Don't be a fucking simp, gang. If she crazy, get the fuck out of there, gang. That's moral to the story, bro. But I fuck with the atmosphere, bro. I feel like Robert Eggers got like dark ass atmosphere, bro. Like it's all consuming. The score matched the fucking color grading, matched the fucking direction, costume design crazy, acting crazy. Everything was of the times and shit, and you felt like you was in that time period. But I do feel like he kind of strips a lot of things back, and you can really fuck with this core collective of characters and then just really focus in on the story that you're trying to tell with them. Directing was crazy, bro. I feel like there was moments where it's like you're following a character with the camera, but then the camera would kind of have a mind of its own and kind of move further or move quicker than the character that it's following, and then we zoom into these locations or these places a little bit quicker than the character gets there. And that was just dope to me, bro. He did that a few times. Interesting. I feel like, you know, when you think about every frame being a painting, keeping that in mind, I feel like there's numerous shots where shit just looked fucking gorgeous, gang. There was this one shot with Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's sitting on the ground with his 2 daughters, bro, and he's just like sitting there, and that shit was a tapestry, bro. I'm like, damn. Few shots like that, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And again, back to the colors, bro. I feel like the colors really match the tone of the film, I feel like I really felt sucked into everything. Everything was kind of like a grayish dark blue, you know what I mean? Gray and a blue, gang. Like it was a cool mixture, had that whole ominous kind of feeling to it, you know what I mean? And the score helped with all that too. One thing I really thought about was the way the doctors kind of had all this knowledge. It made me think about how back in the day when, you know, people like doctors and these people, I feel like they were learning, studying, but they were also on the mission of collecting more knowledge, right? Because it's like they're the first people you call when there's like an illness, right? But understanding that science, technology and shit hadn't advanced to the point where it has now, like in today's society. It's crazy to think about how you could be in a scenario where you're dealing with something you ain't never dealt before. It really made me think about how your network is a big deal, you know, people that you can rely on and talk to, bounce ideas off of, share information with, learn from, right? I feel like that was very important. Plus it just made me think about how that was also part of the job. Like learning was part of the job. You genuinely had to be excited to learn. You have to be excited when it comes to kind of dealing with new problems. You need to be an out of the box thinker and shit. I don't know, bro, like back in the day, bro, shit was crazy, bro. Like one thing I would say, I just wish it kind of felt more like a vampire-y movie. Not to say that, because I feel like it was a bit more of like a realistic take, right? Because it was a bit more believable, a bit more spooky, a bit more horror and everything. And I feel like, especially today, when you think about shit like What We Do in the Shadows, I feel like the vampire gimmick has been so played out. There's so many little like nuances to the point where you're making comedy shows about vampires and everything, right? So it's like kind of want to make something that's a bit more realistic, a bit more horrific. So I understand that, but I kind of personally do wish there was just a bit more vampire-y elements, bro. Like I don't think we saw one bat. There was some talk about garlic, there was some talk about like symbolism when it came to like the cross or like the iron rod that you're gonna stab through the heart of the vampire, or the coffin itself, or the fact that, you know, he's operating at night and of course he dies in the sunlight and shit. But just a bit more, turn that up a bit more. I wish they weren't afraid to do that. You know, you could have done it in like a more realistic, bit more believable way. But yeah, I don't know, it would have added to like just like a little bit of the fun element, gang. Like you fucking with vampires, gang. I feel like there's so much more you could have done with it. Alright, that's it for me though. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie, you know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you guys seen Nosferatu? You guys planning on seeing it? I'd recommend it, gang. That shit was kind of dope. Hope everybody doing well. You know, it's been your boy HD TV. Peace.